Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for watching our videos, and welcome to Bergerac Designs, where every day is a new adventure. So today we're going to be Mickey Mouse. Now let's get serious now. See all of these parts in front of me? We're going to make some camera cones. This is a stainless steel bucket, and what's going to happen is the yacht that we're working on needs spacers for all of these buckets to pull them down off the overhead. So they started out as Mickey Mouse ears, which is 1-inch PVC board that we had cut on a CAD machine. We sanded everything and glued it together. So I just wanted to give you an overview of what we had before we start milling it. And this is what it looks like. We need to have 7 parts here. You can see we got one that's going to be 45 mil. There's one that's going to be 75 mil in here. The rest of these are all going to be 90 mil thick. And the cone will go in like this. The camera will mount up on the bottom of them. So we'll show you what that all looks like. We'll be back with you. Another interesting project at Bergerac. Thank you. All right, I'm just finishing up this cut here on this 90mm piece. Trust me, it does not like blades go quickly. All right, folks, we were talking about these domes. We had them glued up the last time that you actually looked at them. They were all clamped. So what we've done is gone ahead and started cutting them down with a bandsaw, as well as the milling machine. So Shane's right downstairs right now cutting them. They're finishing the bevel, the bandsaw, which makes it a lot easier to run on the milling machine, so we don't need that anymore. And that's what the block looks like before it goes on the milling machine. I've been using a little wax on this to see if I can get my blade to last a little longer. This Tap Magic Edge Lube is really good stuff, but my teeth are almost gone on the blade, and that's because the PVC board creates a lot of heat, and then each one of these lines is epoxy that we're cutting through, so that dulls the blades as well. So whatever you can do, it'd be better next time if it was to do this same size again. I'd go with a 3-point tooth blade. You know, 3 teeth per inch, and it would allow a little bit more of the heat release. So I made up a little jig here for doing this job, and you can make one of these jigs too. They're real simple. And we want a 22-degree angle, so I set the fence up at about 20 degrees because I want to finish it clean with the milling machine. So we got this little jig, real simple, just a scrap piece of plywood I had. This is 3/4 inch aluminum. Drops in the little track that's already in the bandsaw. Then you can move it up and down and make any size hole you want. This is a 1/2 inch lag bolt that I cut the head off. Drop the piece on and I'll show you how it's done. This is the last little one. So we've already made a release for the blade to fit in. This one will go quite a bit easier. And then just take your clamp your jig back in place nice and solid. Go ahead and turn the machine on. And just slowly go around. You don't want to force it to bend the blade out. It's as simple as that to make any circle you want. I'll finish this one up. We'll take it down to the milling machine and get started from there. End mill set up at 22 degrees. And you can see how that's milling that away real nicely. We got the little vacuum set up. And what we're using is a rotary table with a 3-jaw clamp to it, 3-jaw chuck. Allows it to spin and give us the angle that we want. And I'll go over that a little bit more. Hey Shane, shut that down for a second. Thank you, sir. All right, so here we have a 4-flute end mill. Big one. We're doing the smallest diameter piece right now. This is the 45 mil. And as you can see, when this is spinning, we're just simply move it back a little bit so not to feed it harder into the work. But you just simply spin that, and this is a 3-jaw. The bolt goes through the top, gives it a nice concentric circle. So I'm going to let Shane continue on that and go do some other work right now.